There's this great little place near where we're staying in San Blas. I was here the other morning. It opens up earlier than everywhere else, except for the market. At the market, the Mercado, you can go early and have something to eat in there. But I'm not really ready to eat. I just want to sit someplace with Wi-Fi and have a coffee. But I have something I want to get off my chest because I had a kind of an unpleasant experience yesterday. Nothing to do with Peru. um, some of the time, Ryan and I live in Bulgaria for a few months. It's kind of like a base camp. We bought a village home there some years ago. And I have a group of friends there that I've met, expats. They came from other countries and live there now. And there's one particular lady that she moved from the village where we are. She moved to another village, and she had some conflict with neighbors, and she also wanted a place to redo another place to accommodate herself physically, because she has these chronic autoimmune problems and suffers quite a bit with them. So I reach out to her on occasion when it crosses my mind. I don't see her in my Facebook feed very much because I've just got such a big feed, but she jumps in my head once in a while. And the last time I was in Bulgaria, I reached out to her, invited her over. They have a car, and we have an old car in Bulgaria, but it only gets running when Ryan's there, and he takes care of it, and gets the tires on it and the battery and all that. And I was there by myself last time for most of the time, so I didn't mess with that. So I'm dependent on local transportation, so I can't get to her, basically. And so I reached out a few times, and hadn't. Anyway, so a couple of weeks ago, she jumped into my mind. I think I might have actually seen a post about some pain that she was suffering. And I've reached out to her a couple times over the last few weeks, and it seemed unusual that I had not heard anything back. And so I left her a voicemail and asked her, was she okay? It was unusual for me not to be hearing from her. She got back to me right away, wrote out this long thing. Like, it's not fun being ignored, is it? That in her, like, as she was remembering it, I had ghosted her. And she, goes on and on about how much it hurt, but she's gotten over it. And, that when I'm coming to the village, I don't even let her know that I'm coming to Bulgaria, and that she hadn't heard from me from like 2 years ago. And there was like an angry emoji with like cuss words going across it. And I messaged her back and described, like, hang on a second, like, I remember specific things actually. I found and that I was only about myself. That was part of it too, like that I'd never do anything for anyone else. So, I mentioned, that just a list of a few things that I thought that I remembered that I had done. And then I sent that. And then I kind of scrolled back, like, am I imagining things? And sure enough, you didn't have to scroll back very far on Facebook Messenger. And here's time and time again that I reached out to her, that I sent her information, that I invited her over, completely contrary to what. Now, maybe she's just remembering wrong, right? Like, people get into different states, mental states. She might be on a lot of medication. I don't know. I took some screenshots of those and I sent them back to her. And I told her, that I would never ghost her, that the door to friendship was open. And I just get back a thumbs up. Well, okay, but, I'm not asking for sympathy, right? It's not that I took this so personally. But an apology was definitely in order. I mean, she like ranted this long thing and even gave me like a cussing thing, accusing me of things that did not happen. So then I kind of thought, I wonder if she's gotten some of these thoughts about me, negative stuff about me, from scuttlebutt. People live in villages isolated, they get bored. There's jabber, there's gossip is not an uncommon thing, and I definitely have had a few issues with that. in the past in Bulgaria. And so I left her a voicemail, and I told her I would appreciate it if she would think back and make sure that she had not shared with anyone else this thing that she was saying about me that was untrue, right? And I wasn't mean on it. I was just very matter of fact about it. Her response was like, "How dare you?" And then she blocked me. Like, I've considered this lady a friend for quite some time. She's been very generous with me. I've tried to be generous back. I've had a lot of empathy for her. I guess my big point is that, just because someone might get angry with you about something, or, throw a lot of darts at you, or you might not ever figure out what's going on in their head. And as long as you know in your own heart of hearts that you're trying to do your best, we all make mistakes, and we should apologize when we hurt other people's feelings, because it happens. Definitely I make my mistakes. But I also think, that if we falsely accuse somebody, we should definitely apologize for that. That's just not cool. And we should take responsibility for our actions. So if I've ever wronged you, hurt you, or whatever, I would appreciate if you don't come at me publicly because, that's not cool. But I would definitely want to know about it, and I would want to try to make it right with you. So have a good day. Keep your smile. Try not to let, the pain of others become your pain, right? It's great to be empathetic, but don't let their burden become your burden. Help others as you can. Have a wonderful day. And I think my coffee is coming soon.